The following short video presentation on the Illinois Creek Project was developed to underscore the exciting exploration potential based on the scale of the Illinois Creek system. The first image shows the underlying project exploration infrastructure. It is based on and around the old Illinois Creek mine site. The project is supported by a 40-plus man camp, a well-developed road network, and a 4,400-foot airstrip serviceable by 4-engine C-130 aircraft. A truly cost-effective exploration scenario. Turning now to the soils, the following few frames show the profound soil anomalies stretching over a roughly 5 by 8 kilometer area in zone from proximal copper-gold anomalies around the Illinois Creek mine to the strong distal lead-zinc anomalies to the northeast around Water Pump Creek. The drill collar map illustrates the lack of overall drilling, with only 66,000 meters of drilling to date. Major mineralized bodies are shown as oxide resources in orange, unestimated low-grade gossans in brown, and of course, our first sulfide resource at Water Pump Creek in red. Current in-pit oxide resources are shown and account for roughly 40 million ounces of silver equivalent resource. The East IC manto is a gossan varying up to 60 meters thick that dips shallowly south from the Illinois Creek structure, and is an important part of the Warm Springs target we will discuss later. Moving east, we see the LH Gossan, the focus of NovaGold drilling in 2005. The Gossan represents up-dip leakage mineralization from the LH target, which we will discuss shortly. Mineralization at a hole at Water Pump Creek is controlled by both structures and impermeable stratigraph units that trap mineralization. At Last Hurrah in Water Pump Creek, mineralization occurs both below the Kaya schist, shown here in brown, and a thin lower schist package shown in green. The intersection of the Water Pump Creek fault further to the east and below the Kaya schist is the critical ore control for CRD mineralization. We now see both the Water Pump Creek oxide resource and, more importantly, the high-grade Water Pump Creek sulfide CRD mineralization. We have recently announced the 2.39 million ton resource at 977 grams per ton silver equivalent, containing 75 million ounces silver equivalent. This is the highest grade silver equivalent resource reported amongst our peers. As we continue to the north, we can now see the Water Pump Creek fault and its control on the Water Pump Creek sulfide mineralization. That mineralization remains open to the north and is cut off to the south by the 4700 North Fault. We now turn to the geophysics and will progress through the system back to the southwest. The yellow shell shown is a 25 ohm-meter low resistivity shape based on our detailed 2023 3D IP survey and our Reconnaissance 2022 CSAMT survey. The 25 ohm-meter yellow shape morphs into the less than 5 ohm-meter brown shape, which reflects the major fluid corridors, both along structures and trapped below impermeable stratigraphic units. These are our targeted zones. The undrilled LH target is highlighted downdrip below the historical drilling undertaken on the LH Gossan. We now look west and see the major targets, Water Pump Creek North and LH. It also puts into perspective the deeper connectivity of the system between the 4700 North and IC fault traces. Most importantly, it highlights the exceptional LH target. Again, appreciate the scale and the overall potential when Water Pump Creek is 75 million ounces silver equivalent. We will now turn to the Warm Springs target, connecting back into the Illinois Creek oxide resources further west. We again see the up-dip expression of the leached oxide mineralization at IC and the East IC Gossan, and the major unexplored down-dip sulfide potential of the Warm Springs target. A third impermeable unit, a pre-mineral greenstone plate, separates the Water Pump Creek Last Hurrah trend carbonates from a second thick permissive carbonate section below the greenstones. And again, appreciate the tremendous scale of the down-dip Warm Springs target. Quick cross-section shows the distal LH CRD targets and the bridge into the Warm Springs more proximal CRD target. Your elements to appreciate are the tremendous scale of the Water Pump Creek North Last Hurrah in Warm Springs targets, the exceptional grades encountered in our first exploration drilling of the sulfide resources down dip, and third, the overall lack of drilling in the system.